the silver split, the watcher, and the sparkle. High above the world, the moon lived a double life. To the poets, he was a silent silver orb. To the spirits, he was the moon bear. He was a creature of solitude, often grumpy and misunderstood by the stars, for he carried the weight of the night on his shoulders. He was comfortable in his loneliness, watching the world from a distance, until the night the rhythm of the universe shifted. He was bathing the silent mountains in his silver light when he saw a sparkle. It was tiny, almost invisible to a mortal eye, but to the moon it was a flare in the dark. It didn't reflect his light. It possessed a fire of its own. It moved with a wild, chaotic energy that seemed reckless from afar. But as the moon leaned closer, he saw the truth. The sparkle moved with a perfect, rhythmic control. It was a dance of pure intention. He felt a pull in his chest, a gravitational tug toward the earth that he had never felt before. He needed to be near it. But the moon was a guardian. He could not simply vanish and leave the travelers, the dreamers, and the nocturnal creatures to the mercy of the absolute dark. The first sacrifice. So he did what was thought to be impossible. He reached into his own essence and split his soul. In the sky, the great moon withered, shedding his fullness until he was nothing more than a thin, pale crescent, a sliver of light just strong enough to guide the world. The rest of his spirit tumbled toward the forest floor, condensing into the form of a cubby moon bear. He was small, his fur thick and dark, with a white crescent marked upon his chest. He felt the damp earth beneath his paws for the first time in an eon. He pushed through the brambles and the thickets, following the trail of light that still burned in his mind's eye. He found her resting on a velvet green leaf. She was a white butterfly, her wings shimmering with a light that didn't belong to the sun or the stars. She was the sparkle. The cubby moon bear sat down, his heavy paws tucked beneath him, and simply watched. The silence of the forest felt sacred. Finally, he spoke, his voice a low vibration that seemed to come from the earth itself. "I know you," he whispered. "It's you. The Trinity of Love." The whisper was soft, yet it carried with the force of a mountain wind. The butterfly took flight, fluttering toward the cub with a sense of urgent recognition. But as she drew near, the shadows of the forest began to glow. From the tall grass, a white bunny emerged with twitching ears and soft eyes. From the canopy above, a white dove descended, her wings beating a rhythm of peace. They moved in perfect unison toward the bear. The cubby moon bear realized then the magnitude of what he was seeing. Her soul was so vast, her capacity to love so immense, that no single body could contain it. She was the trinity of the earth, the sky, and the gentle burrow. "It's you," she exhaled, her voice a chorus of 3 hearts beating as one. She looked at the small bear, her eyes wide with a mixture of shock and absolute certainty. "How did you find me?" "I never stopped searching," he whispered, his small bear heart thudding against his ribs. "Even from the sky, I was looking for the piece of me I lost. The promise of the darkest night." The butterfly landed gently on the tip of the bear's wet nose, while the bunny leaned against his side and the dove perched upon his head. For a moment, the moon and the earth were perfectly joined. But she looked up at the sky, seeing the thin, frail crescent moon struggling to hold back the shadows. She felt the weight of his sacrifice, the way he had made himself small just to stand beside her. "Go," she whispered. "You also need your light. The world is too dark without you." She brushed her wings against his forehead, a soft, tingly sensation that felt like healing. "Take this," she murmured. "A healing butterfly for the long nights ahead." Tears tracked through the fur on the moon bear's cheeks. He felt the power of her gift mending the cracks in his split soul. "I will go," he promised, his voice growing steady. "But I will never stop guiding you. On the darkest nights, when the clouds hide the stars, look for the silver. I will be there." "I'll see you later," they both whispered, the words hanging in the air like a prayer. "Maybe in another life?" she asked, her wings shimmering one last time. "Yeah," he replied, his spirit already beginning to rise back toward the crescent in the sky. "In every life. Always."